What's up, team, and welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Stock Show here with Lucas. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my top 3 picks, so make sure to stay tuned throughout the whole episode so you guys get to know about them. I might be giving you guys a little bonus, little crypto pick in there as well, so make sure to stay tuned for that as well. So before we get started, I just want to let everybody know there's a crazy earnings week this week. So if you guys take a look right here, we've got a bunch of big companies. This is the earnings season again, right? We've got Tesla to keep an eye out for, and a bunch of companies are all reporting their earnings. So make sure to do your due diligence, but there's a lot of good opportunities out there. So make sure to keep an eye out for those things. So aside from that, before we get started, as always, this information is for entertainment purposes only, and make sure to do additional due diligence before doing any trading or investing. But it's sci-fi time, so let's get into this. Alright guys, so the first stock that I'm going to want to look at, well, what's coming up? We've got Christmas coming up. So I think a lot of people are going to start spending a lot of money at certain retail stores. Other things to keep an eye out for are delivery services or e-commerce businesses, right? Those are all going to boom during this Christmas time period. But one of the ones that I do want to look at that's showing some good technicals behind them is ticker symbol TGT, right? So that's Target. Right here, let's take a look here at the 6-month time frame. What's been going on with Target? Well, they were extremely bullish, and over the last month or so, they have pulled back quite far down to about $225 a share here, but they've been reversing really well. They broke above these two EMA lines, showing good signs of a bullish trend. So right now we are about to hit a little resistance right here, right? Based off of these 2 points. That's a little resistance here at about 247. But if we do break that, I do think this has some good potential to run up either to its next resistance, but honestly to an all-time high. So I think that's what's going to happen with this play, especially leading up into Christmas. Okay, so this might be more of a longer term swing, maybe about 2 to 3 weeks, but I do think there's a lot of good potential here. And if we do go and approach a new all-time high, we're looking at over 7.5% return. So make sure to do your due diligence and more research on this stock. The next one that I want to look at is going to be ticker symbol M, Macy's, right? Again, this is in the same retail space, same style of trade, but again, one stock that has been pretty consistently bullish over the last 6 months. So it didn't really pull back, right? We've had a couple of pullbacks here, but those are healthy pullbacks. We're always being held up here by the 50-day and the 100-day EMA. So they're acting as support lines, and we have been pulling back up, right? As the stock market's beginning to recover and show bullish trend. We've had big days like Macy closed on Friday at over 4%. So it's really good return, but I do expect this to come and test its all-time high here of $25. And afterwards break it and potentially break to a new 52-week high. So if we come and take a look at here, what kind of return that offers us, just going back to its previous high that it was recently at, is about a 4.5 to 5% return. But if we do break past that, I see going above 26, we can be looking at something over 8%. So definitely keep that on your radar as well. Now the last stock that I want to talk about is going to be ticker symbol GS. All right, so that's something that I do like right now. They just reported earnings on Friday. Unfortunately, I missed them playing into earnings, right? Earnings, we always do know it is a little volatile and could be a little risky, but Goldman Sachs has been doing pretty well. What's also interesting about Goldman Sachs is that they do have a seasonality month, and their seasonality month is right now the month of October. They tend to do historically very well during the month of October, so obviously based off of these Q4 earnings, but I do think this is going to continue to run over the course of the end of the month. So especially Friday, it being up almost 4%, that's definitely a huge day for a $400 stock. But we did break above both of all three of our lines here, the 50, 100, and 200 SMA, showing good signs of a bullish run. And I do think it's going to at least come test its 52-week high, if not break it and go above, right? So if we go from this current point to about its 52-week high, we're looking at about a 3% return, which is still a really good return on a stock like this, especially if you're playing options. But I do believe, again, it is going to break its 52-week high and probably come above, somewhere above 420 for sure, if it's going to continue on that run. And who knows how high it can go. So we could be looking at anywhere from about 5%, 5% possible return. All right. So that's what I do want to keep an eye out for. Whether or not Goldman Sachs is going to run up right away when market opens on Monday, that's to be determined, because it could possibly pull back a tiny bit. It did have a huge day on Friday, so there might be a little bit of profit taking, a little bit of a pullback, and then I do think it's going to continue its course. So that's how I might play that one. So aside from that, guys, the last crypto that I do want to talk about is this interesting one here, NU. So it has just recently popped up. If we take a look at it, it hasn't done very much. We actually spoke about it in our group, and a couple of our members have it. That's actually all thanks to one of our admins as well, Giuliano, who spoke about this very early on. A lot of us got it at around 35, maybe to 45 cents, between a range, and then this popped up huge on in this past week. So we saw somewhere, depending on which broker you're on, we've seen over 350 to almost 500% possible returns. This having gone up on Binance, so this is on Coinbase, sorry, to about, it went, I think its all-time high was 234, yeah, but it did jump up on its first initial day to about $1.75, and then continued its course. And on Binance it went even higher. I think on that same day it went to about 220, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure to keep that on your radar. That's one interesting one that has been quite volatile over the past week or so. So just be careful with them. Obviously, you don't want to buy into it too high of a price, but I do think it's a good one that you could possibly intraday trade. So keep them on your watch list. I do like them. They have been volatile, which does give us opportunity to take profits, but make sure to do a lot of due diligence. If you're looking for better cryptos, well, I'm going to talk about a good 3 cryptos as of next week, and I'm going to give you guys a whole scoop on what those are about. All right, guys. So as always, if you guys enjoyed this content, enjoyed this video, and want me to continue doing this, have any questions, post them in the comment. Make sure to like, share, and smash that subscribe button, because it really helps out the channel. And aside from that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow at the trading week.